Philippines' top diplomat Teodoro Locsin has sent his regards to China. With all humility, he is asking China to get the out. In an expletives-laced tweet, he has slammed China for deploying its maritime militias in Philippines' exclusive economic zone. The Philippines Foreign Affairs Secretary is thus dashing Xi Jinping's world domination dreams. He is speaking the only kind of language that the Asian bully understands. Hi and welcome to TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I am your host Rohan Sisdeva, and in this video, I will explain how the top Philippines diplomat has given China a taste of its own medicine over the ongoing maritime tensions between Philippines and China. The Philippines Foreign Affairs Secretary, Teodoro Locsin, has a very polite message for China. Get the out. In a blunt tweet laced with expletives, Locsin has asked the communist nation to leave Filipino waters, where Chinese maritime militias have parked their boats for several weeks now. Teodoro Locsin, who is known for making blunt remarks, heads the Department of Foreign Affairs of the Philippines. He has been growing furious with China over the illegal presence of hundreds of Chinese vessels inside the 200-mile exclusive economic zone of the Philippines. In a candid tweet from his personal handle, Locsin said, "China, my friend, how politely can I put it? Let me see. Oh, get the out." Well, it doesn't end here. Locsin added, "What are you doing to our friendship? You, not us. We're trying. You're like an ugly oaf, forcing your attention on a handsome guy who wants to be a friend. Not to father a Chinese province. He doesn't have a uterus. If you tried to give birth to a Chinese province, it would be a ball of crap at best and the end of the regime." And then came a grand proclamation of Filipino sovereignty over the contested features between Beijing and Manila in the South China Sea. Locsin said, "What is it so hard to understand about Duterte's UN declaration that the arbitral award made all maritime features Philippines, no one else's?" Locsin did face some criticism, but he made it clear that he is not going to speak in a suave diplomatic language. The Filipino Foreign Affairs Secretary wants to oust China at any cost, and he hardly cares about how his language is going to be judged. Replying to a critical tweet, Locsin said, "Really, but I get things done. My point across crystal. They can feel the sincerity in the scurrility. Usual suave diplomatic speak gets nothing done. Its real aim is to find a post-retirement job in a multilateral talk shop for the diplomat when put out to pasture." Imagine the top diplomat of an island nation literally tearing into China, the world's second largest economy. Doesn't it sound unreal? We are usually accustomed to Chinese wolf warriors using graphic and objectionable language, but here we have a man who is literally giving China a taste of its own medicine. Locsin is actually putting China in its place. China's megalomaniac president Xi Jinping wants to dominate the world. He's a true bully who wants others to fear him and his country. But an unapologetic Manila is dashing his world domination dreams with some really strong language. Locsin's remarks do have a domestic connection too. Philippines President Rodrigo Duterte does have a tendency to go soft on China, and he does try to flip-flop between Washington and Beijing. But let's face it, Duterte is not eligible to run for president again, as the top post is term limited by the Filipino constitution. However, Duterte's party, PDP Laban, and officials in the Duterte administration understand the need to keep banishing Beijing because there is growing anger in the Southeast Asian nation over frequent Chinese incursions. This is what has led to some really nasty remarks against Beijing, and it seems that Locsin is not going to mince words when it comes to slamming China. In fact, on Monday, the Philippines Department of Foreign Affairs also accused the Chinese Coast Guard of shadowing, blocking, dangerous maneuvers, and radio challenges of the Philippine Coast Guard vessels. Mary Yvette, Executive Director of the Strategic Communications at the Department of Foreign Affairs, said, "Our statements are stronger too because of the more brazen nature of the activities, the number, frequency, and proximity of intrusions. So going ahead, we can expect some more sharp, blunt, and perhaps even expletives-laced language against China. As such, Philippines' sharp remarks are bound to hit China where it hurts the most."